Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody is feeling well, doing very well, motivated, excited, etc. Well, I come here to do my duty. Obviously, I have an article that I bring from Sky News, the things that are happening or connected or have something to do with the UK, Great Britain in general. I just showed they made a number of episodes. I'm making a series which I started just not long ago. I'm working on it and I'm adding episodes every time. I find it, appropriate just not appropriate, just when I find some desire. I just feel when I feel motivated and I just find something which is interesting. I try to bring it and share it and discuss it a little bit here, and so people can see it. Of course, I am developing my English skills, so I chose this way just to keep going on my self improvement. And so that's how I do it. Till now, I am just coming here. It's been almost a year that I come here. I do different activities or series. I did one in my mother tongue, Tamazight, Tarifit, and then I made another one in English. It was different. I finished it, and now I started this one, which is about media, about actuality, about events, about everything that is or has to do with the actuality in Great Britain, the UK. All right. So I'm coming with articles. I survey them. I open them up. I discuss them. I am showing a way of studying, of learning, just by oneself. I can feel improvement. I am happy that I have this duty that I'm not making it for any of any sort of incomes, whatever, but I'm just making it there just to support studying, to support learning, and to support being active and creative, and this is it. Of course, this is a foreign language, which is English, is the language of the world today. People know it. It's really very important. I am aware of that, at least. I don't know about the others. I know people have different mentalities. A lot of people just, I could see in my life, people despise it or pissing off things that are important. I just see them almost every day. Strange, but exist. Whatever. It's not my problem. I am not this sort of person. So I am just offering what I could just to support those foreign language learners to keep going, to raise their level, to keep motivated and learn more and more and more. So I always try to find ways just to show that that big discipline that I am showing. So that's my objectives are not doesn't have to do with any income or any sort of material stuff. It's about motivating, it's about being active, it's about pushing people and offering something. Hopefully it will help or just motivates someone. That would be great if I could achieve this sort of fluency. And let's be honest, because I worry about the youngsters. I just really want youngsters to be smart, to be clever, to think about their future, to prepare themselves and build up their abilities, whether with foreign languages or any field or domain they follow. Just my message is to keep going, to show that I am a disciplined person. Good results come with discipline and continuation. All right. So nothing comes alone. If you don't push yourself and be making some effort in a constant way, you're gonna achieve nothing at all whatsoever. At the end, are gonna be everything you went through is gonna be a waste of time. You're gonna be useless and you're gonna be just useless. Yeah. And if you just came to a certain age when you will need yourself, to depend on yourself, to be ready to do something, yeah, to maintain, or just to be independent, and you couldn't. So that's shame on you, because you've wasted all the time. And what hurts me, well, it's not my problem, but what hurts, it's when you see someone happily wasting time, pissing off anything and everything which is of importance, and they consider themselves smart. And that's stupid. Absolutely stupid. But anyway, there are these sort of people, but at the end, people pay the prices of what they bring so far in certain point. So life punishes or helps. That depends on what you do. This is how I see it. I have to break, certain traditions, certain limits, and I just wanna I show my true face. Okay, I have a lot of I have a lot of faces. Okay, I have my personality is a multiple one. Okay, I said it. Ambiguity is my favorite. I consider myself ambiguous. All right, and but I said it. That also something that you train. It's an ability, but that doesn't mean that I'm going or I'm just like I'm an actor walking in this world. I have my true face, and this one is what I'm showing. All right. So laziness, this sort of what to call it? I'm not supporting it. Frustration, the sort of Bosnian uh, um, people of no value who pretend to be taken as if they were important. All right, honestly, is nice. You can be a giant, but you still stay humble and keep going, and you have to believe in struggling, discipline, and being constant, and never stop. Anything that you follow of importance, remind yourself that that thing is a non-stop. You can never stop. What is your field, what is your domain, what you care about, because there are always new things. So if you don't keep going, other people will take over, and they, of course, they will, leave you behind. Why? It's your fault. You stopped. Okay. So if you stop, anytime you stopped, you are fucked, because people continue. And if you continue, of course, you're gonna always be updated. You're gonna know where your field or your thing has come at every moment, and you're gonna become at least, if not better than the rest, you're gonna be at least aware and in the level of everybody who care about what you care about. But no field has any point of has no end. Nothing finishes for as long as you are living. So you have to keep it, till you pass away. At least successful people I know in my life, they have this sort of mentality. They are just there always, and never stop. They live a normal life. They're a humble, a simple human beings. They're people of high level are almost I could notice are like the most simple people, and they're like the are more human. I just I can dare say this. And well, just anyway, we are mature, we are aware, we are normal people, so we can see everything clearly. and this is it. So I am coming here, I am doing articles about what is going on in England or Great Britain or the UK, what is connected, what is all the stuff that I find interesting, of course, because I am, as a foreign language learner and supporter, I bring the articles which are a bit interesting, clean, with good vocabulary, and with good, with contain, I just that sort of negativity or intoxication, this sort of bad things. So I just try to keep them away. Just I love people who are just like mentally clean, positive. They have with hopes, with just a constructive mentality, who just wanna be good in something, and they wanna show it to the rest, to go with their head up, to just to be a good example. And those are, of course, my favorite people. I don't mind what sort of ideology, beliefs, anything that they would take, or just to pretend to be themselves. If they are aware of that they understand their values, and they're proud of of themselves. I really clap to those people. But when I come across, a lazy ass, and just try to take credit, or that they don't deserve, never. And that's it's a little bit, it's a little bit tragic. I could see it. I could see it, a number of times. I see it every day. Well, hard to fix the word, but yeah, it's easy to fix yourself. But so just I love people who are themselves. They are brave enough to live their lives, and be proud of their decisions. Even they make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. That's why people learn. So if you learn, don't worry. You can make, if you can make any mistake, you can. But if you care about improving, of course, you're gonna take over and you're gonna improve. So every time you look back, you can see the change. You don't see yourself, in the same place, because you are hardworking and you are smart. But if you believe that you are smart and clever, and you think that's it, make sure that you are an idiot who hasn't discovered himself yet. But people are smart enough today, so everything is clear. Well, I can see like some public personalities. They're just like really not disgusting, but they are like stupid twats, right? Just I just can't understand when I see someone talks or just launch something publicly and treats people or the audience as if they were stupid. Just like if someone were, extremely superior and more intelligent than everybody. How can that be? Someone pretends to betray like more than 100 people. That's ridiculous. I can do that sort of role if it's gonna be a joke, or if I try to be funny. But seriously, to just face like more than 100 people and believe that I can betray them, there is logic. All right. So logic, logic is there, and so just be okay, smart, flexible, intelligent, and a little bit charismatic. At least don't can just well, people will understand everybody at the end of the day. Of course, people catch the others just immediately, but there are certain things that people appreciate and value. So no matter what kind of person you are, what you stand for, people will maybe respect you a lot, just if you are yourself and don't try to be the smartest person, just like the smartest that there is in this world. Just stop pretending or believing that the rest of people are, idiots. Well, people are tolerant, people forgive, people give chance, so don't worry what you stand for. Just show it, but you have to have your arguments. You have just to speak and just to be constructive, and you have to be adding, building up. All right? That's important. Can be either one side or the other or whatever. That's up to you. But you can give something good for everybody, of course. And so, this is it. I just can't spend so much time speaking because I have here a duty. Well, responsibility. It's just like I call it responsibility. Nobody sends me here, but I come here to do what I do because I said it. I have this passion. I love foreign languages. I'm showing up in English. I bring articles from media, Sky News. I will work on this series until I finish. Just bringing articles from Sky News. I am not gonna change to another page or another media website whatsoever. I'm gonna work and bring articles from Sky News, things that are happening or connected to England, the UK, Great Britain. I will finish this series just this way, and then when I finish, of course, as I'm showing up, I care about foreign languages, about inspiring, about motivating. I will say what to bring afterwards. This series is gonna finish in 30 episodes. I'm coming close to an end every time, and so I'm happy that I just don't have a lot of episodes left to close this series, which is about articles that are connected to Great Britain, England, or the UK, and I bring them from Sky News, just Sky News. So when I finish, take short time, find something different. I'm gonna bring something in Spanish very soon, as I said it, because they can combine these two languages and they can just give some motivation maybe, or some just well, people who know me will see me speak in Spanish, and then they can take it as they want. That's up to them. And so people who just have this passion of learning Spanish, so I will be offering that, and well, people know what they do. All right, like me, like anybody else. I bring the article. I have to keep it away because when I have it here, just my eyes go there, and sometimes seems that I am just copying, and I don't do that. Well, I have an article. It's about, I have 1 page, 2, and 3. There is a Prime Minister of Great Britain, the UK, England, Boris Johnson, of course. So the article is about increase of national insurance payments in England, because they just wanna fund and reform, healthcare. All right, so they have to fix it up finding a way which will deal with the problem they got with healthcare, right, in England. I read the article. Why? So yeah, Boris Johnson expected to increase national insurance payments to fund social care, reports say. Social care is in desperate need of funding reform, but any plan to increase national insurance payments will face criticism as it's likely to disproportionately hit millions of younger people. The Prime Minister is expected to announce a rise in national insurance payments to fund social care, despite this being a breach of the 2019 Tory manifesto. Reports in the Times and the Daily Telegraph say the plans could be revealed as soon as next week when Parliament returns from its summer recess. Both newspapers said national insurance is the favorite approach, but there are varying reports of how much the rise could be. The Times said the Health Secretary Sajid Javid is pushing for 2% increase, while Chancellor Rishi Sunak is arguing against any increase of more than 1%. The Daily Telegraph said number 10 wants a 1 percentage point rise, but the Treasury is pushing to go higher, possibly 1.25 percentage points. Speaking to Sky News, Justice Secretary Robert Buckland insisted on decisions had been made and stressed the need for the reforms to be resilient for the long term. He said, of course, this isn't just a change for a parliament. This has got to be generational change. He added, we know the work is going on, and I am sure that we will hear the outcomes very soon. No final decisions have been made. We will work as quickly as possible in order to get that certainty that I think so many people have been looking for so long. Social care is in desperate need of funding reform, but any plan to increase national insurance payments is likely to disproportionately hit millions of younger people. It will also break a promise made by the Conservatives ahead of the 2019 general election, which guaranteed there would be no increase to the rate of income tax, VAT, or national insurance. This promise was confirmed in July by Business Secretary Kwasi Kwarteng, who told Sky News that's what it says in the manifesto. I don't see how we could increase national insurance. But you know, things have been very flexible over the last 18 months. We have lived through an unprecedented time. We have been spending huge amounts of money that we never thought was possible. And it's up to the Chancellor and the Treasury and the wider government to decide a budget. Monira Wilson, the Liberal Democrats spokesperson for health and social care, said in a statement that the increase of 2 percentage points was unfair and unjust. Sajid Javid is putting the burden on the same people who have been the hardest hit by the pandemic, and Boris Johnson has today broken his manifesto promise not to raise taxes. Has it really taken all this time to make a decision to rip off the people who can least afford to shoulder the burden of social care? Well, that's the article. It's not. It's a short article, and so it's meaningful. Of course. Well, England uh, is facing a just like a difficulty with health with healthcare due to the pandemic. So uh, Great Britain has spent a lot of money, and so now they can see shortage in healthcare. They want to just make a reform and find just to fend by some way and to find what they need to just reform it and make it better. And so what they think is the solution would be like raising national insurance a little bit in order to just invest that 2 points or 1.4% of the rise in national insurance would just give fix the problem. And there is still a big debate about negotiations, arguments, discussions about this rise of national insurance because Mr. Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister, or the Tories, Conservatives had promised people of England or the Great Britain not to raise taxes when they were doing elections, but now so they have a big it's just still in it's still just in the process. So they want to fix this problem to reform healthcare by raising health national insurance by 2% or 1%. There is a debate about that. But in 2019, when Conservative Party was running for the elections, so they gave a manifesto that they were not going to raise any taxes for anybody. But now they are facing these problems because they have lived such tough months with a pandemic. So they spent a lot of money. So it's just like a remedy or just like an explanation they give the people to convince them, because that's true. During this pandemic, so nobody expected this. This is an unprecedented crisis. So of course, and if there is something to repair, you have to just have just to get some from your savings. That's why that's it's a natural thing. So people can fix problems by different ways when they have to. And so this is what the topic is about. So England needs healthcare reform. They need to fund it, and they are finding a way. So the idea is raising national insurance by 2% or 1%. It's still in debate and is in discussion, and because they have spent much money during this crisis of coronavirus, logically. So the text is clear, and it's about this. I think it's enough. I read the text. I'm showing here away. I just it's a way of analyzing and studying an article, a text, or anything. It's just first I'm just doing this activity. First, I speak a bit. I read the text. I just summarize it, talk a little bit about it, and then I move to vocabulary. The words that I find I don't understand or they are important or whatever, so I discuss them. I explain them. I find their meaning. I say, what they mean in the context they come in, and I am taking it easy because I am not getting obsessed with words. I basically don't memorize words anymore. I just need them just to be understood. Just when I am, I'm reading or treating some sort of article or anything, I'm not here with words, but I am about the meaning and about the information, about what I read is about. I have to take the principal idea, and then of course I remember the words. I try not to get obsessed with memorizing, to be like a parrot, that bird who repeats after you anything that you tell them. I'm a human, so should use my mind. All right, I'm not obsessed with vocabulary. I just need to understand the content. All right, the the meaning. I have to know it. I have to summarize something, and then when I know what is there, so that's what I really need, the information. And then, well, words, for as long as I continue, of course, I become, familiar with words, and then I add little by little. What I care about not is what I care about is not vocabulary, but about the information and about continuation, and then everything builds up little by little. That's how I see it. Anyway, so I'm coming to an end because I'm wasting so much time. Well, I'm showing a way of studying. All right, a foreign language in this city. I decided to make it like this. When I finish, you will say what I will bring. I'm happy that I am advancing. So you still see me sometimes here till I finish, and then you will understand the method, this city. When I come with something different, so we will say by then. For the moment, I still work on this one. 3 words. Breach. Breach means violation, breaking, non-compliance, neglect. So to breach something is just to neglect something. You promise someone and then you breach. That means you didn't you didn't fulfill your promise. You breach it. All right. It's just like you broke it. You neglected. So you made a mistake. Yeah. You breach means to break something, whether it's a promise or whatever. It's something you have to just to do something which is contradiction. All right. Second word, burden. Burden means load, charge, weight. Burden is just like has to do with weight. If I just for a truck, you can just can carry a big burden or a lot of weight.